Alright, race fans, we're live tonight here at Short Track, and we're about to conclude this night of racing here at Five Flag Speedway. We're about to grid these boys up here, though, and get set to go racing for the RaceCore Online Racing League here tonight. Let's grid them up here. Man on pole, Alex Huffman. He has been dominating so far this season. Brian Jones starts in second. Kelsey Rogers right there starts third. Evan Osborne in the fourth. Fifth place starter Josh Cooley. Justin Starr starting in sixth. Seventh place man Bo Glenn. Brandon Dorsett there in eighth. Ninth place starter Francois. And then we got Brian Bazell in the 10th place spot. As we look through here, man, I'm going to tell you what. Going to crown us a champ here tonight, folks, and it's going to be a good one. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Get this show on the road here. It's going to be a good one here at Five Flag Short Track Racing here. Be the best of the best here that they've got to offer. It'll be good. Pace car is pulling them off. They get set here to go. Green flag racing here. Short track style. It has been a good short style series here. Well, a lot of short track racing. And a lot of these guys, man, throughout. Can Alex Huffman hold off and become the champ here tonight? Pull this thing off. Just have to see after the conclusion of the race here. I'll get it out eventually. Have to see what he can do. Been interesting, man, the short tracks that we've been throughout. You saw a list of them there, and it was, it's been some great racing. Getting set here. Pace cars pulling them around. Take them around this place 2 times, and then we're going to let them loose here. Go green flag racing. Race 1 here tonight, and then we got the BHRA Diecast fans from Atlanta right after this one, and it ought to be a good one. Number 83, Alex Huffman. He knows what he's got to do. His pace car's in, green flag flies. We're going to race for the final time here in the Gold Cube Racing Super Late Model Series here, RaceCore. Here we go. Listen to these guys thunder off into turn 1 and 2. Alex right now still holds the top spot, but he's got a good challenge by Brian Jones. Not quite sure if this track, the outside lane, will be able to do anything. We'll just have to see if they will be able to muster up enough speed on that outside to hold up. Looks like still, man, it's going to be a one groove style on that inside. As you see Kelsey Rogers. Kelsey needs to get up there, maybe try to do what he could possibly do to pull this thing off here tonight. Pull a miracle out the hat. Those two guys have been at it. Alex Huffman, Kelsey Rogers, all season long so far. And tonight they're going to conclude that battle. As you got Josh Cooley right there, Brian Jones sitting in third, Bo Glenn back in fifth, Francois, tell you what, Mr. Gold Cube himself right there. He's sitting in the 6th place spot. Ethan Glenn there in 7th, Evan Osborne to 8th, Brandon Dorsett sitting up here. Well, he was in 9th, but he's just got that 8th place spot away from old Evan. Justin Starr right there, and Brian Bazell round out the field here. What's up, Oliver? How you doing out there, man? Appreciate everybody tuning in. Fast little track here. Let's get some race info on what this place is like. Five Flag Speedway. It is a half-mile track. 76 degrees, 78 track temp, 12 mile an hour wind here. A little info up there on the screen about where we're at. Five Flags. Like they're going pretty fast here too. Let's bring up the speed chart here. See what kind of speed they are. They're 3 wide right there in front of them. Somebody's checking up in the walls. A 5 machine. We got them wrecking out in the back. Caution out. 38's around. Back on the replay here. See what happened to him. They reckon. It looks like it happened up front there. Brian Jones kind of got up the wall. Oh, the 5 got up the wall, and the next thing you know, it was an accordion effect. Man, nothing they could do. Tearing each other up. All right. Said here to go back green flag racing. Hope y'all have enjoyed the series here. Been a little short little series here for RaceCore Online Racing League. Super late models. Short track kind of series here. I want to appreciate the Gold Cube, main title sponsor here for this series, coming on board. And looked up the Gold Cube earlier in the season, and they're kind of one of those. I don't know if there's any of them over here in the States or not, but it's kind of like you take your gold and go to a machine. It's like an ATM for gold, and you put your gold in and give you money. So there you go. Check it out though, the Gold Cube. And like I said, I'm not sure if there's any over here in the States. I know Francois, he's one of the owners of it. He actually brought that a sponsor here like that, and right now he's running 4th. Hopefully he can pull this thing up here and maybe get a top 3 out of it. He's actually been running pretty good here the last couple of weeks. But the man who has dominated the series, Alex Huffman. I mean, they call him Huffy. A couple of y'all out there have called him that. He's been the man that's been in charge. Tonight he is definitely leading it. We'll see. There you go, Sterling. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been rooting for that man, Alex. And he's he won last week. All he's got to do is win tonight, and he'll definitely bring that trophy home. As we're getting set here to go back green flag racing. 5-star Speedway here. 5 flags, my bad. 5 flag Speedway. We're back green flag racing. And Alex Upton wastes no time. Francois, he almost had to chase that car up the track. Whoa. Boy, he got way loose right there. And he is still way loose, and he is going way back. Well, that car's just been eel handling on him right now. Probably just going to have to be a little bit careful, see what he's got going on. I have no idea, man. I couldn't tell you. Brian Jones right now back in the 5th place spot. Bo Glenn with the Bolicious machine right there sitting in 4th, but he's got a handful of the 45. Jalopnik looks to the inside. Is going to take that spot away. Again, this place, pretty fast-paced looking track here. But up front, Kelsey Rogers, these two guys have done nothing but battle each other back and forth week after week. Let's see if old Alex can hold off the charge there of Kelsey. As Kelsey right now, he's on the back bumper. Kind of just bringing it around this track. Josh Cooley back there though. Now Josh is in a unique position because he could come up here and steal the show. He would love to see those two guys maybe get into each other a little bit. Maybe get Kelsey up there, man, to ruffle the feathers of Alex Huffman. Help out Josh Cooley because he's got a shot at this title here tonight too. Just have to keep our eye on it. It'll go by fast here on this track. It's a fast-paced style track here tonight. See Kelsey trying to dive on the inside. Remember, they can't change tires here. They can stop and get fuel, but they cannot stop and get tires. So that's one thing they have to look at here. It looks like, unfortunately, Francois is going to retire for the night. Eat that on his end. Got into it. I hear you. Look at that. Kelsey Rogers takes over the top point. That let Josh Cooley close in the door on Alex Huffman. That's not what Alex wants to see because Josh could get up here and steal it. Now, I got to get an update somehow on how close this points is. What does Josh have to do? I don't know if it's basically he has to finish in front of Alex, but you can already see coming off the turn, get a little bit loose here. bump right there coming off of it. So it's a good 3 battles up front here, 3-car battle up front. He's got to go back here to Bo. Got his hands full with old Brian right now. Evan Osborne. He's got old Brandon Dorsett right there behind him. And let's see, Justin Starr, excuse me, he's up in 9th. Ethan Glenn there in 10th. Let's see if old Josh Cooley can work over that man, Alex Huffman. I tell you, those two, they've been back and forth. It was a close battle between them. Josh kept it close. You just see him dive off down into the turn right there. Right along with him here on the good hood shot here. If we can't see what he sees. You see these cars jumping around a lot up there. Kelsey's still in command of this one. Alex is right down his tire track. So is Josh. Laps are winding down here. Go by fast on a half-mile track. Seems next thing you know, you're just going around in a big circle. Well, it's basically what we are. We're going in a big circle. Right, it's a good one though. I'm enjoying it. So far, top 3 guys, all nose to tail. I got a feeling it's going to be hard to pass unless that guy in front of you makes a mistake. That's going to be another thing you got to keep in mind and keep a look at. Well, folks, let me know how everything looks and sounds to you out there. I know a lot of you probably go, well, it looks good. Maybe I'm just looking at it, maybe how does it look clear to you and everything look fine. I'm always, messing with settings, man, trying to make things look good for you. Oh, there you go, Alex Huffman made a slip. And that's how you make the pass. Josh Cooley takes over second. And he's going to blink a little bit. Don't want to do that now. Don't blink out. Boy, Josh Cooley takes over second spot right there over Alex Huffman. Again, I need to get maybe an update. I don't know. I know Justin Starr's out there running. But if one of the admins or somebody, what does Josh have to do? I'm not 100% sure on what the difference is in points. If he just has to stay in front of Alex Huffman to take the points from him, or does he got to get up here and just win this thing? But right now, he's sitting in second. He's definitely doing what he needs to do. Keep that man in his rear view mirror. And I got a feeling as long as he stays in front of him, nope. But right now, he's going for the lead. He wants more. Josh Cooley wants to lead this thing. Right now, he's putting pressure over Kelsey up front. As Brian Jones is moving in the 4th place spot. He's closing the gap in ever so slightly. Bo knows he's back in 5th right now. Little battle going on back here about 7th and 8th place spot. That's the 38 machine there, Evan Osborne and Brandon Dorsett. Brandon takes that spot away from him. Still Evan, he's kind of, looks like he's got a crunched up can out there right now. Somebody punched him in the nose. A mad bulldog right there. All right, Ethan Glenn looking in 10th. Justin Starr there in 9th. Take it back up front here, boy. I tell you what, Alex Huffman's in trouble. This is not what Alex wants to see. He does not want to see cars passing him and falling off the pace early. And he definitely don't want to see Josh Cooley, man, going up there. Again, I'm just not 100% sure what Josh has to do here. I know it's close. But I tell you what, Alex right now falling all the way back to 4th. And if he's used those tires up, well, they're not going to get any better as the race goes on. It'll just get worse for him. Right now he's back in 4th. Josh Cooley's in 2nd. Kelsey's out front. Brian Jones is taking over the 3rd place spot. Right, Josh is just content to run right behind old Kelsey. This is the season finale here for the RaceCore Online Racing League. Super late model series here. Short track racing. Well, Don't mean we're done though, because next Sunday and Monday, boy, we got some SRA action coming to you. Them Racing Authority kicking off with the Xfinity and the Cup Series, but been a good one here with the short track racing super late model presented by the Gold Cube. Kelsey Rogers is the man out front. Josh Cooley there in second. Brian Jones and Alex Upman. He is trying just to hang on to it, but I tell you, if he keeps losing the pace, he's losing pace now. And Bo Glenn, old Bo man, he's closing in. He could lose that number 4th place spot too. Wow. Yeah, Alex is definitely in trouble early. I don't know if he's just not figured this place out, or that car's just not doing what it needs to do, or he blew the tires off of it early on. Or he might be saving tires. You never know. Could be doing that. Could be saving tires, and then later on in the race, pick that thing back up. That's one thing you don't want to do, though. You didn't want to let Kelsey get too far ahead, because it is a tough place to pass. He's keeping Brian Jones right there. Okay, Cooley is 12 points behind. So in 12 points in terms, what does Josh have to do as of right now? I'm not sure of the bonus points or anything like that. If it's 1 point of position, obviously it's an automatic given, Alex, because there's not 12 here. But there's got to play somehow some bonus points that Josh will be able to get up here and get this thing. I know, shoot the announcer. Info I should have had, but oh well. I think that's why Josh is probably pushing to try to get up there to the lead. I don't know if there's some bonus points for leading or anything like that. Right now, Alex Upman, though, seems like he's struggling a little bit with that car, trying to get around this place. But I do know, like I say, if it's 1 point of position, then it's pretty much already a lock there with Alex. As he'd have to be less than 12 back. So yeah. We're getting about here. We're past a quarter of the way in this one here. Close to about halfway here home. Alex Upman, you could see him. He's already losing pace here, so. But it will be interesting to see what the points does come out. What Josh has to do. And then how far off the pace, man, Alex does fall. Because, you know, Bo Glenn is closing. I've been watching the times here. One lap he's faster. The next lap Alex is faster. Kelsey Rogers has been the man out front. Josh Cooley right there. Right behind him, Brian Jones in the 3rd. Alex Upman the 4th. Bo Glenn up the 5th. Brandon Dorsett there in 6th. Brian Bizzell. Well, right there in 7th. Evan Osborne hanging on to the 8th. Justin Starr the 9th. Ethan Glenn up to 10th. Francois, unfortunately, out of this one here tonight. Getting close. About halfway home in this one here already. Like I say, it'll go by pretty quick. Especially they get some good long green flag runs. And we've been long green flag. We actually been 56 laps so far on this run is what they've done. And again, you've got to fill the tires. We're watching there Alex Upman, but Josh Cooley, he's trying everything he can do. Maybe run down Kelsey Rogers, our leader out front in this one. Wow. I love it. Let's see. What's up, Sterling? How you doing, by the way? Mr. Boppy. Say that's Boppy, right? How you say it? Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I say again, I'm not sure. Okay. Bonus points for most positions gained, most laps led, and incident free. So if you can get up there, maybe lead a lap, he can get a bonus. Yeah, I hate that too, man, Sterling. So far he's been incident free. They might could get some bonus. I still just feel, I mean, how many bonus are we just talking about? 1 point there, and then 1 point for each position? Is that how it works? I think it's a long shot. I really do. Obviously, he's trying everything he can do. Josh is to come in here to try to pull this thing off. He's definitely look at the most positions gained. Actually, right now, probably I'd benefit somebody way back in the back more than benefit anybody up front. I mean, Josh has moved up a couple positions, maybe one or two. Well, the flag's out. Oh no. Oh, working around lap car here. See what happened. On the inside. Just got in the back end of the lap car. Him had to talk it over. Ouch. Yeah, and I'm not 100% sure on the points position either. I mean, I'm going to go off just 1 point for each position. Obviously, if so, that puts him, 2 points there. If he leads another point, 3, he's going to need a lot of help. A lot of help to pull it off. I mean, last week Alex Huffman winning really helped his cause. Now Josh stayed in the hunt right there, by getting a good top 3 last week, but I don't know. He had a guy. I mean, Alex has just been on point. Getting close here. Probably another 10 laps. We'll be halfway home in this one. And what has been a exciting season here. I'm with you there on that one, BJ. Let's see if Kelsey can, and he looked good out front there holding on to it. Definitely, he dominated last week, remember, early in the race, and then all of a sudden he fell off. You've got to be able to conserve the tires, been out there. And I think Josh is right there along with him. Obviously, Kelsey's led 46 laps here tonight. And Alex Huffman has led, quite a few in himself. Still gives the opportunity for Josh to get up there and lead the most laps and get that. Let's see how this restart happens here. Interesting, because everybody's kind of cranked up. Going to be on top of each other when they get set to go back. Green flag here. 5 flag Speedway here for the RaceCore Online Racing League. Super late models here. Crowning a champ here tonight, folks. Alex Huffman. Josh Cooley. One of those guys is walking out of this place champ tonight. I mean, Josh has got an uphill battle. Still got a shot. That's all it takes. Come in with hope. That's all you need. Get racing here, though. Pace car's bringing them off the back stretch, heading into turn number 3 here. About to duck off on pit road. Let that man out front, Kelsey Rogers. Go back to work on the restart, but can Josh Cooley get a good one? Nope, Kelsey says, nah, not today. I got a good jump myself. Brian Jones got a good jump there, too, as he heads up in the third place. That's true, BJ. Yeah, the cautions will help, but the cools the tires down and whatnot help out a little bit. A little dangerous on the restarts. You got to be careful. See what Josh Cooley. Josh throws up the track just a little bit. That's going to let Brian Jones close in ever so slightly. This is taking that high lane. See Alex Upman push up there just ever so slightly. I almost got in the back end of the 45 machine. 45 has to look to the inside, maybe for the second place spot. Nope. Josh says not this time. Josh is utilizing that high lane very well, kind of arcing it into the turn, using the middle lane. Everybody else is trying to use the low lane, but this time I think Brian Jones has got him. I think Josh Cooley, those tires just not letting him, man, stay down low. You see Brian Jones takes that second place spot. Good pass. Now we'll see if Alex Upman gets back around Josh. Or Josh get up there, maybe a manhandle and get that second place back. Alex Upman going to run this thing to death. Right here, we're past halfway here home in this one. Five Flag Speedway tonight. See that man, Kelsey Rogers. You know, he dominated last week. Like what you just said, it was all green flag then. Later on in the run, he just kind of faded off. Tires just went away and they ran him down. Let's see what happens tonight. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. Still, Bo, he's closing in there on Alex. Alex is still riding in the tire tracks, and I think Alex is pretty much knows if he can just keep Josh right there in his front view windshield out. He's pretty much going to bring this title home, I think, tonight. Obviously, he would love to get a lot more. But you don't want to risk, tearing your car up, messing anything up. And you come in here, ultimately, you got to keep your eye on the prize. And that's the championship. I know he runs in fourth, but as long as he keeps Josh Cooley right there and in sights, good. He's falling off the pace just a little bit. I don't think this track, man's fitting his driving style there. Then Brian Jones actually close in a little bit here on Kelsey. Kelsey's not walking away like he did last week. And it's kind of a familiar picture. Remember, Kelsey last week dominated, led a ton of laps, and then they just kind of ran him down and passed him. I mean, he just fell off, and not been able to do anything with your tires. It's a fine line. You either run them early, or you kind of, let off and, save later. We'll just have to see. Which do these guys actually prefer to do? Right now, good run here, though. Brian Jones, the man, out front. Or Brian Jones right there in second, Kelsey Rogers out front. Josh Cooley there in third. Alex Upman sitting in fourth. Bo Glenn, call him the Bolicious man, Bo knows, right there in fifth. Now, he's got his hands full with Brandon Dorsett. Brandon in that number 5. Remember, those two got into a tug of war there a little bit earlier, brought the caution. To see if the 5 machine's looking at him going, All right, if I get up there, take me a piece of chicken leg off a boat. Might see, look, I'm going to see how delicious he is. Slap him around. Maybe not, but we'll hope not either way. Good run. He's right there. He's right there in the mix. You can see Bo, though, man. He's pushing up the track. I have a feeling this place is a little bit tight on the tires. If you're driving into the turn a little bit, you can see already the rotors there getting red hot. He's an awful lot of brake at this place, so wow. Well, let's break it out for the final time here tonight in the season here. We call it the Blimpy Cam. I love Blimpy. Put him happy words. You can't be angry and say Blimpy, all right? Get in a fight, man, and just go, look, I'm going to Blimpy you up one time. It just does not work, all right? Just don't sound right, all right? I just ain't working. But it does give you a good view of the facility and just how far apart the guys are, which they're not too far apart in this battle. But everybody's got to love Blimpy. Blimpy Cam, folks. I like Blimpy. Don't call, man, you know, anybody Blimpy unless you want to get smacked. Too bad. There you go. Bring it back down to life here on the real world, because you got a good battle, man, going on here for the 5th and 6th place spot. That's Bo and Brandon. A good duking out right there. Boy, I tell you, Kelsey, though, he's still hanging on to the top spot. Brian Jones there in 2nd. Josh Cooley in tow, sitting in 3rd, and Alex Upman there in 4th. Got a feeling, man, if it stays like it is, though, Alex Upman's got this one wrapped up. Bo right now still got his hands full with Brandon. Brandon's out back there kind of licking his chops going, getting near Bo up here. I remember, almost tried to run me over. Let's see. Looks like a Pontiac body, by the way. Seen a lot of those noses in a while. Oh, anyone better put the love tap on him. Brandon did. Going to the turn right there behind Bo. Bo was just like, man, I got to get away from this guy. This is a solid, good battle. One of the best battles on the track right now. Everybody's being patient up front. I'm just riding. Tell you what, let's go on the nose here. See what Brandon's looking at right now. If you can read this, you're too close. Well, we can read it, so I guess we're too close. Yeah. So we've got Bolicious and Firehouse Submachine behind him. Yo, what a combination. Chicken and subs. Made a new thing right there. Well, you just saw Bo, man. He pushed up the track coming out of the turn. That let Brandon push in to the backside of him there. He's not quite close enough maybe to capitalize on the mistake that Bo's going to do. These two guys look about just even. One of them, man, right there is faster. Next time the other one's faster, but it's a solid battle between the two guys right here. As we're riding along here with Brandon. Just that back bumper kills me. If you can read this, you're too close. We definitely can read it from where we're at. He is right there. He could almost get out there, man, and touch his back tailgate. That is a good solid battle right there between those two guys. Looks like Brandon's getting a good run off the turn. Bo's getting a pretty good one going in. Just not getting off the turn like he needs to. Solid. They're about even, though. Got the whole entire track, but that's the problem with this place, too. Really hard to pass right now. Josh Cooley still in 3rd. Alex right there, yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, if you're reading this, I'm beating you. Yeah. Yeah. Or I'm in front of you, one. How's that? Right now, the 33, Josh Cooley, hanging on the 3rd, but Alex Upman is right there. Brian Jones is still trying to run down Kelsey, so Kelsey, hang on. Second half of this race here. And hang on to out front. About a half-second lead over Brian Jones. Remember last week he had a huge lead, like 2 seconds. Got wiped away in a matter of a couple laps because he just lost the tires. So we'll see if he can recap on that one. Brandon still working over Bo, trying to figure out a way to get around him. Those two guys back there, man, are definitely having a good battle. Back and forth. Yeah, that's a solid battle. Amazing those two. As close as they are, definitely a good battle because, you know, you got different braking points at this track. All it would take would be Bo, man, to hit the wrong brake point. That 5 would be right there. Tag him in the back. You can see right there, Bo goes in. He got a good run. Brandon did. Not quite a good run coming off. He saw him slide just a little bit. Obviously, those tires are screaming at this point. These two guys having an exceptional battle. Back and forth, nose to tail. Bo Glenn sitting in fifth. Now he looks to the inside. Is he going to be able to get it? Not quite close enough. But he comes off the turn. He's going to try one more time. Nope. Couldn't get there. He tried. Bo goes up the track, though. That leaves the door open. But when it did, he got loose coming off. So Brandon wasn't able to hold on to him. Now he's able to stay right there beside of him. Bo's into the wall, but you know these two guys are driving these things. Right, they are driving the wheels off of it right now. Crazy racing going on between these two. Absolute insane. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. Wow. That number 5, we're going to be able to get around the 72 machine there of Bo. They're going to have a car left by the time it's over with. And hit the wall, hit each other, hit everything that ain't nailed down. Number 5 right there, though. He is stalking. Bo makes one mistake. He'll be there. Brian Jones is trying to run this man down, Kelsey, though, and put this thing in the victory lane and win it. Alex Huffman right there on the tailgate of Josh Cooley. The two that are battling for the points. And Alex Huffman understands he's got a shot to win a championship here tonight. He looked to the inside right there for the moment. Peeked on him. I think Josh Cooley's used the tires up on that thing. Not handling like it was. Just kind of see him wiggling coming off the turns. Don't know which way he needs to go. Alex Huffman right there just in case there's a mistake. These two guys back here are having their own battle. Talking about it with each other. That's the number 5 of Brandon Dorsett. Bo Glenn. Nose to tail. Can this man reel in our leader? He's about 6 tenths back, excuse me. To the leader there, Kelsey Rogers, who's been calm here tonight. He's hit all his marks. I don't think he's overdriving the car like he did last week. Might have learned a little bit there. We'll have to see. He only has to put in a few more circuits around here. Time is running away, clicking away there for Brian Jones behind him. Here in the next couple of laps, we're only going to have 30 to go in this one. They have knocked this one out the ballpark pretty good here tonight. Go back here and see if this man can actually finally get around Bo. These two guys have had an outstanding battle going on in the last 10, 15 laps or so, 20 laps or whatnot. Bo's trying everything he can to hold off a hard charge in number 5. Oh, you saw the 5 just come off, bounce off the wall. You know, he's using every bit of the track. Kelsey's holding strong tonight. You're right. He is definitely out front holding strong. I don't think he's abusing the car as much, or the tires as much as what he did last week. I think he understood last week. He just overdrove the car, got a little bit impatient. And this week right now, definitely looking a lot good. Like I say, just let me know how everything's looking out there to y'all. Look good, look clear. Hope you like it. If you like it, hit a sub, hit a like, hit a share here for the league. They'll appreciate it. Don't like it, hit a little thumb down button. You can hit it. We still appreciate you coming by. 5 right there. This right here is a good, solid battle. These two guys, man, are just stalking each other, I think. And they're running they're running their cars hard. There is no easing up between these two. Because at any moment, I think either one of them make a mistake and it's over. Get to the closing laps in this one. finish off the season here. RaceCore Online Racing League Super Late Model Series presented by the Gold Cube here. As you see right there, Brandon's going to try to maybe couldn't get it off the turn. Every time he does, he loses the tires. He gets a run, that car just gets awful loose on him. That's an outstanding battle going on. This is for the 5th and 6th place spot. Bo has it, Brandon wants it. See, he's been very patient to this point. We've got 15 to go in this one. Maps off. Yeah. 25 to go. Calculator broke. Well, if you watched earlier, you actually saw the Bo actually got into the back of the 5, brought out actually the last caution. Obviously nothing intentional there. Just kind of got in the back of him, so it's going to be interesting to see. Not sure where the front end, and right there he puts the bumper. That's what I like to see, some short track racing. All right, I'll let you know I'm back here, and I'm fast. That's one. Second one is, all right, look, try to move you. Third one, well, you gone. That's all it is. Usually 1, 2, 3. First one, let you know. Second one, yeah, I'll push on you. And the third one, I'm moving you out the way. You see that 5 machine? I feel like Brandon might be a touch faster than Bo. Bo's just utilizing the line that he needs as we got 20 to go here to conclude the season here. 5 Flag Speedway for the RaceCore Online Racing League Super Late Model Series. Presented by the Gold Cube. And see right there, that 5 there, Brandon. He's tried every part of the track he possibly can. Well, Alex Upman's made it around Josh Cooley, and that pretty much all but does it for him. If he hangs on to that spot right there, Alex Upman will come out of here the champ here and become the Gold Cube Super Late Model Series champion here at RaceCore tonight. Kelsey Rogers right now, oh boy, I tell you what, Kelsey's got trouble in the closing laps. He's been out front. Brian Jones is closed in, so not only do we got a closed in battle for the lead, still got these two guys back here trying to kill each other in 5th and 6th place spot. That would be Brandon Dorsett, Bo Glenn. I'm just wondering how long Brandon sits back there before he finally just goes, okay, boom, out the way. I call it the bump and run. Now we got 15 to go. Okay, got my mouth right now. As go by pretty quick here. See if Brian Jones can close in and just steal this one away from Kelsey, or can Kelsey hang on for another 15 laps here at 5 Flag Speedway? I'm gonna tell you what, can it be another? Is it gonna be another good race for Kelsey, or is it gonna be a heartbreaker for him tonight? I'll tell you. Go around a lap car. Brian Jones is there. One slip by Kelsey and it's over. Brian can taste it. He wants to win to conclude this season here. Kelsey knows he gave up last week at a fair, fast car. If he starts to overdrive it now, it might be the death wish. As we're getting close here to 10 to go, folks, in this one. Next time around will be 11 to go. Kelsey Rogers is in trouble. He has led 117 laps here, but right now, that man Brian Jones has run him down and is right there on his back deck lid. A heartbreaker about to happen if Brian goes around him here in the closing laps with 10 to go. So can that man hang on to it, Kelsey Rogers, or is Brian Jones in the jalopnik machine going to steal it? Right there he goes to the inside. He drives it for the lead. Nope. Kelsey drove that thing on the high side off. Keep your fingers crossed. He needs to protect that inside lane, because if he lets Brian get it, be all she wrote. Don't overdrive the car. Back to turns up right there. Brian Jones comes off the turn again. He's got the inside on him. Battle for the lead. 8 to go in this one. Kelsey Rogers, unbelievable, has been out here dominating the whole entire race. But just like that, is it going to give it up on him? It's a hard battling right now. He needs to try to pinch that man down. Absolutely getting real good, but I think that inside lane is the preferred line. He's going to have to pinch down Brian Jones to keep him down low so he can get the run coming off the turn. If he gives him any kind of momentum up high there, just like he did right there, it is over, because once he gets in front of him, it's going to be a done deal. We're going to have 5 to go, and Kelsey just does not have that middle turn that he needed. He's going to only have a few more times to maybe get back up there to this man. But Brian Jones just took the lead with several laps left. I'm going to tell you what, if there ever was a time for the bump and run, I gotta believe it, now's the time. Kelsey has dominated this race. And right now, Brian Jones has just come up here and has just stole it from him right now. We got 5 to go in this one, folks. Caution comes out, and I think the tires are gone. Kelsey has realized that he has burnt those tires up one more time, twice in 2 weeks now. He has been a dominant machine, but it has not paid off. Wow. You're right. Once again, out front, Kelsey Rogers dominating. I mean, he was dominating, but Brian Jones, calm, cool, and collective. Boom. And finally, Brandon Dorsett makes it around Bo. Those two are back there killing each other, so Brandon makes it to 5th. Alex Huffman, he has 2 more times to hang on to it right now. He's in 3rd to bring home the championship here tonight. But boy, I tell you, this right here has got to be the story of the race, along with Alex Huffman there. Before the final time, Brian Jones out of turn number 3 will pull this thing off. He comes out of turn number 4. Last time of the season, is going to win it and steal it here tonight from Kelsey. Man, what a good show of performance by these guys, all racing. Right there's your champ. That man right there. Wow, Alex Huffman bringing it home here for all of them. Woo! Well, I hope you enjoyed that race. I hope you've enjoyed the season, because it has been a very, very good one. Let's see if we can't bring up some of these guys here and get a word with them for the final time here tonight. Wow, I know that man's going to be happy. Alex Huffman. He's going to be ecstatic. Bring up old Brian Jones at there, Brian. And let's see if we find Kelsey. Kelsey's not in here right now. I'll see if he jumps in here in a few. Tell you what, go ahead and bring up these last guys here. Actually, I'm going to bring up the winner of the race here. Oh, guy. Brian Jones. Brian Jones here. Brian, it's Joe at the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, Joe.
Well, what a way to conclude the season here tonight with a win. I tell you what a heartbreaker there for that man, Kelsey. Out front again this week, dominating, but you did what you needed to do. Ran him down, stalked him, passed him in the closing laps. Take us through how that car felt in the race.
Yeah, I got a lot of speed, and I really like Five Flag. It's one of my favorite tracks, and I guess I had a lot of confidence coming in here. I put up a pretty good practice time, and I know the line around here pretty well. There's some other really fast guys out here: Kelsey Rogers, Alex Huffman. But I'm just glad to get the win. First win in RaceCore, not only the Gold Cube Series, but any RaceCore Series. So it's a big one for me.
Hey, no doubt. Well, there you go. It's always a good one to get your first win here and get it in the books. And I tell you did it in a fine fashion, running down. But hey, got anybody you want to thank for it?
Yeah, I want to thank Jalopnik.com. I want to thank you guys at OSRN. I want to thank Global Building Contractors, and I want to thank Justin for putting on a great.
You go. Hey, again, congratulations on putting in victory lane there, Brian.
Thank you.
There you go. That's your top man right there. Well, let's get up here with Kelsey Rogers, who, again, in another heartbreaker. Wow. Kelsey, Joy in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, go ahead, Joe.
Man, I tell you what, I know it's got to hurt there twice in a row. You've had a dominant car out front leading. Tires just go away on it, looks like it. And, man, to lose it like that. But, hey, you've had an awesome season. Very fast, showed a lot of speed. Takes through those final laps.
Yeah, it's too bad we didn't get to run for points. We missed the first race. It was the wife and mine anniversary, so we had to go out for dinner. But yeah, tonight was good. Definitely didn't have the most dominant car. Brian was sitting back there, saved the most tire, and I thought that I was going to be pretty good on tires and be able to hold him off. But the last 20, 30 laps, it just fell off, and he went around. He was better.
Hey, well, like I say, you was out there. You had a good machine all night long, trying to hold off, and you've had a pretty good season, man, up and down. And you've showed a lot of speed and a lot of poise out there. But I tell you, what a way to cap it off. Coming up here in a second tonight. Anybody want to thank?
Yeah, I know my old man. He watches every week, so just want to give a shout out to him. Gold Cube, Justin for putting the league on. You guys, Joe, you do a good job broadcasting the races, so I appreciate that. And hopefully we'll be back next year for some more.
Hey, no doubt about it again, man. Good run tonight in that second place there, Kelsey.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I tell you what, well, let's go on down here. Not in the victory lane, but I tell you what, this guy right here is definitely going to be excited because third place, and he is the champ. Alex Huffman, Joy in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, I'll tell you what, you came in with the mindset of you knew what you had to do to be the champ to walk out of here. It started out pretty good, kind of faded a little bit on you, but then there at the end you came back, ended up coming out of here in third tonight. Going to bring home the most important part, that trophy, the champ here for the Gold Cube. It's Super Late Model Series here at RaceCore. How's it feel?
It feels pretty good. I didn't want to risk getting in anything early on. I knew Kelsey and Brian and Josh were going to be fast all night, going based off practice. So I was just like, I'm going to bide my time and hopefully save my tires for a run here at the end. And I was just having fun out here. These guys run clean every week with me, and I was just having a blast.
Hey, you've had a great car all season long and proved it here. You know, up and down. You've had a couple races there was kind of iffy on your end, but you know, you bounced back later on in the season when you needed to with some wins and some great finishes to put yourself there and to be called the champ here. But I tell you what, coming out of here third for the season finale, you know, it feels great. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank my friends and family who support me. You, of course, Joe at OSRN for broadcasting this. Gold Cube for sponsoring this. Francois for definitely coming on board for this series because it was fun to bring back the super late models. Also got to thank Josh and Brian and Kelsey, everybody in this for running everybody clean and just putting on a great series because it was always fun. And Global Building Contractors for our Xfinity Series and iRacing Drivers World, and Huffman Designs, of course. I gotta just give myself a shout out there.
Hey, no doubt you can't forget that one. I'll tell you what, champ, there you go. Sounds good, but a good run here tonight and a good way to cap the season off for being the champ here in the Gold Cube Super Late Model Series. Tell you what, right there, that's one happy camper there. Well, let's go ahead and get the unofficial results order as Brian Jones does put it in victory lane. Kelsey Rogers comes up a little short there in second, but Alex Huffman third and puts it there, and the champ brings home the title here in the series. Josh Cooley there in fourth, and Brandon Dorsett in fifth. Bo Glenn ends up sixth, Evan Osborne seventh, Justin Starr to eighth, Ethan Glenn ninth, Brian Bazell right there in the 10th. Look to the field. Boy, I tell you, it has been a interesting season. Non-stop, man, this and that, but that guy right there, Alex Huffman, is the champ, and he put it in victory lane here tonight. Did what he needed to do all night long, and hey, he's won. He came out of here champ. So for myself, it has been an interesting season, been an interesting time, and it has been fun, but we're going to conclude this one here and a cap off what has been awesome here at the RaceCore Online Racing League Super Late Model Series presented by the Gold Cube. For myself, Jill White, and everybody here at RaceCore and OSRN, everyone have a good night.